You ever get completely baffled by somebody and their decision behind things? I don't know if you guys watched the video that I had. I'll reference it here somewhere. I don't know if I point up here and it shows up, or I point up there it shows up. Whatever. I'm going to try to figure that out. If not, I'll put a link at the end of the video. I know how to do that. I do all of this myself, so it's just, I do the filming, the editing, everything. I do everything. So I'm not that computer savvy, but I'm figuring it out as I go along. Anyway, so I had this whatever 5500 series truck. I made a video on it, and the customer was saying that they had it at the dealership, and the dealership told them it needed an engine. They had it in another shop. The other shop said it needed an engine. It's an 8.1 liter. So I took it for a ride, and I'm like, no, it doesn't need an engine. There's nothing wrong with this engine. It needs ignition wires. I swear to you, this was 5 months ago. He didn't want to do anything. He brought it in. He got himself a used motor. And he says, I want you to put a motor in it. Really? There's nothing wrong with your motor. Nothing. He says, no. He goes, the dealer told me that I needed an engine. Another shop said I needed the engine. So, I'm not doubting your diagnostics. He says, but, I'm pretty confident that they're right. Okay. All right. So you want me to put an engine in because you think they were right. How about I put wires on first, and if I'm wrong, then we'll put an engine in? No. Put an engine in it. Okay. There it is. I have it apart. There's the nose sitting over there. There's my truck. So I just want you to see something. I said, I'm not going to argue with people. You want to pay me, that's fine. But I want to show you something. I said it was ignition wires, just by the way it felt. I'll show you this. That's one ignition wire right there. This one, the wiring just ripped out on it. This one fell apart. This one disintegrated. This is just in the process of trying to pull this thing apart. I haven't tried to pull this one off or this one off. But they're just disintegrating in the process of coming off. Why would you not want me to put wires on it? I'm confident that's the problem. Nope, put a motor in it. I mean, I argued with the guy. I really seriously argued with the guy. But it's I'm at a point where, you know what, you want to pay me to do it, that's fine. It's your choice. It's a lot of labor, but he's okay with it. And like I said, it took him 4 months. He did not want me to put wires on it, because he was so convinced that I was wrong. But yet, he brings it back to me to put a motor in it. Okay, whatever. It is a lot of work. I mean, to get to this point, it's ready to come out. There's just 2 bolts holding it to the motor mounts. Motor mounts are kind of interesting. They bolts from the side into the side of this bracket that hangs off the motor. But I mean, to this point, it really wasn't a terrible job, but it's a lot of labor involved. Everything came out. It's a stick shift too, so going back together is going to be fun, lining up the engine to the tranny. That usually going engine to tranny when it's a stick shift is not fun. But going tranny to the engine is obviously a heck of a lot easier. But I can't lift this thing on my lift, and I don't have a ground-style tranny jack. So, it is what it is. I'm going to have to play with it and figure it out. And, yeah. So, but anyway, I thought you might find it interesting. The guy found a very low mileage used motor. Because this thing's got, I don't know, 175,000 miles on it or something, he said. I don't think the odometer works, but he said it's something in that range. So he found this motor from somebody he absolutely trusts, and supposedly it's only got 50,000 miles on it. So he's like, well, I want you to put it in. He said it was burning oil. He said it was running hot. I never experienced it. I never experienced any of it. And I took it for a good ride. And when it was breaking up while driving, and he was saying that that's what the dealer was saying. The dealer was saying that it was locking up on itself. It's not locking up on itself. But whatever. Should have just put wires on it, and then we could have seen. But nope, he did not want to do it. Like I said, I can't force people to do what I'm recommending. But if you want to bring your stuff in and have me do whatever you tell me to do, as long as you want, I mean, I'm confident once I'm done, this thing's going to run fine. As long as that motor's good. Because I'm confident the ignition wires were the original problem. But whatever. It is what it is. So I'll have this thing apart tomorrow. I'm not able to film this for certain reasons, but I'm not really able to do that during the day just because I got too much going on. So anyway, thought you might find that interesting. All right, guys. Hope you guys had a great day. Keep wrenching.